right. Welcome on back. It's raining. I love the rain. I want to go back to the coast soon. So, except this is not water. I'm sorry. That drives me nuts. It is water. Because that's very weird. You normally just jump. And see how I like glide. So just moving and jumping. So, anyways, welcome on back. We were talking earlier about some crazy stuff that I did recently. Some pins and needles I'm going to be sitting on for a while. And, to finish a couple of stories, though, the one where I had the lady sitting on my lap, which I later did date very briefly, and then we ended up not dating, and she was just, yeah, but she was a pen pal for a while there when I was away, and yeah, it was really cool. She was a good friend. But that particular night, she got bear maced along with a lot of other people. Not me, though, and I'm a little confused by that. Like, I was drinking some beer out of a cup. We had 40s, but I was trying to be classy. Normally I just drank straight from the bottle, but I had a cup because I was outside and like, actually I don't even know why, to be honest, because I would drink 40s outside too. I was ghetto, but anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the boyfriends came to the house. They found out where the girlfriends were at, which we were flirting with and thinking that we were going to try to progress things. And they said, "Oh no, our boyfriends are coming." And both my buddy and I look at it as like, "Boyfriend?" And so then they come. We meet them in the alleyway. They start fighting or trying to fight my buddy. I'm sitting there just trying to drink my drink and understand what's going on, having a cigarette, like, um, and then these like high school kids drive up with their car, get out, bear mace the fighting people, and they hit the the women, like with bear mace. I'm like, what? Ah, it's terrible. And I guess they just didn't hit me, or like I was far enough away, or I don't know. But I feel like it splashed at my face, and I just like, and I remember splashing my drink in my face when I was trying to drink around that time too. And I just kept drinking while all this chaos was going on because I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh jeez, like, you know, just trying to like kind of protect myself from being sprayed, but like I wasn't fighting any either, so like I wasn't the main target, and the women were trying to pull the guys apart, and so then they were kind of part of the target. I was just sitting back drinking my beer, watching, and just trying to figure out what to make of the situation. So I was still surprised that and I felt guilty that I had a lady on my lap that had a boyfriend. I was like trying to figure out how to apologize. Sorry, man, but then I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't know. That's for them to figure out later. He's already gonna think something weird happened. Oh, it's all bad. So, anyways, that was what happened there, and they ended up getting treated at the local 7-Eleven for being sprayed with bear mace, and I just kind of wandered off. I didn't want to have anything to do with that. So, yeah, I guess I could have been a witness, but I've been a terrible witness. I was pretty faded, and like I didn't catch a plate, didn't even see what kind of car it was. Like, I was like, I don't know, they look like kids, high school kids. But as I say that, it kind of sounds like they were doing some vigilantism, like saw a fist fight and be like, "Oh no, not in my town!" Like, so it's almost respectable, but it's still pretty messed up. Like, and especially since they hit, the women. It's like, don't be going after the women and children in any scenario. Like, especially with bear mace, and so. Anyways, and then the other story, my buddy got a DUI, and the cop even said, he's like, "Oh, you should have waited. You should have waited an hour or something like that." Because he was like just point 0.1 over the limit or something. He was like borderline. So they gave him a DUI. And he was like, and had he waited an hour, yeah. So that was kind of messed up. And he was driving just around the corner too. So that's like how it was even worse. And he had the drunk gal with him that needed to go to sleep, maybe get a bucket nearby, go drink some water and like sober up. Or yeah, go to sleep, go rest it off, and like literally around the corner. So our other buddy came and got her and took her to, let her go to sleep, and like and my buddy went to jail. So, oh, but when I told him about my plan to go to the police, or actually to make a hip hop video about the switcheroo, I think that's what I told him. I still got to tell him about the police thing. It's like, and again, I don't think anybody's really gonna dog me for this. Like, there's a couple other mistakes I've made, but like this one, like, so owing people money and whatnot and making things right. which I plan on doing, and it's been decades for some of it. Actually, a few years ago, I reached out to the first few, and I was like, hey, if so and so and so and so want to talk to me, you got to do it. And I don't know if that would have deterred me from doing what I did today, but like, oh my gosh. It's so nerve-wracking. Like, what if something happens? And then I would feel worried about for my ex. Like, what kind of storm did I just send her way? And like, and if he did, like, attack her, is that why? I mean, because we talked, like, we exchanged emails briefly, and just like, and it was very appropriate. I was very cordial, and I didn't. So I remember a couple of times I wasn't so nice when we were breaking up, and then, not like abusive, but definitely not nice either. Like, anyways. Gotta be careful because I gotta assume that she's gonna see this. I gotta assume the police might see this. I gotta assume the dude might see this. Like, oh, he's going to too. If he does go to prison, like, I hope they give him a TV with this and so he can watch it. No, I don't want to rub it in his face. Again, like I said, I want the victims to forgive him. And if that includes my ex, whew, you betcha, he better go to prison for a few years. So, a few. Like, I don't know. If it was her, 16. Like, that's what I'd want to say. But realistically, probably 8, and with good time and good behavior, 6. But, I mean, old me would be death sentence. Like, because I didn't even make that connection until just recently. Like, wait, did he attack her? And I've kind of said it before, like, trying to, like, like, make him sound worse. Because we both did. Like, he talked trash about me. I talked trash about him. I mean, because we never really made up from the fight, and so we kind of did, but yeah. He was just a major tool. He just move on to the next friend and just, like, leech off of them and then move on to the next one. He did it a few times. And girlfriends and roommates and all sorts of stuff, so the dude was trash. We're all young. We all make mistakes, but his mistakes were just colossal. I also got to make it right with one of the dudes that he stole a zip from. Because I did enjoy some of it. But even as I was, like, we made cookies, and they were good cookies. I think he only used like a quarter out of an ounce. And so I ate half of that, so like an eighth of a stolen ounce. But still, I mean, and that's on him to figure out, and I'll pitch in what I consumed. And I remember thinking that. I was like, wait, you got that whole zip, and you're just gonna, like, and that's how much you're gonna share? Like, come on, man. Like, we're playing Halo for days over here. So that was one of the first signs I thought he was sketchy, when he would do that to somebody that he lived with, like, it was like helping him having a living situation. Like, it's ridiculous. It's very disrespectful. So, anywho, if I start a rap career, get my buddy all famous, get him a bunch of money, not me, I don't care. We'll do the hippie farms and all, like, oh no. That's right. There we go. Actually, we'll just... No, it doesn't look good. There we go. It doesn't look much better, but it does a little bit. There's all sorts of copper down here. So, I don't know. And I know I'm like fixating on this. It'll fade. I'll get over it and I'll go back to other things. The website, that's what I need to do. So let's talk about that. So I need to add a navigation bar. I added a theme selector, which just has a few different themes, including an El Fuego theme, which is supposed to be visually assaulting, like to hurt the eyes. And it does too. It's like a bunch of clashing reds and hot colors and oranges and like, it hurts to look at. And I played around with a few different color combinations, to just kind of see the maximum offensiveness of color combinations. And yeah, so I was doing cybersecurity hacking. Like, that would be more like black hat. Although, I mean, it's actually still, it could potentially be white hat. Like, if you thwarted an attack or something, You could be like, ha 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 or something. But I was also thinking of it like watching the movie Hackers. Like if you were trying to take down an evil corporation, like, how would you do it? What would you have like flashing on the screen or the message, like the pictures, the characters, or like cartoon stuff, or any of that. Mm-hmm. Meow. Oh, there's a cat pooping in my yard. I gotta deal with that. I don't know what to do though, because I like cats. I wish I had cats. Kind of. I mean, I like not having to smell cat pee, but they are pretty cool. And that happened with like, I had two cats. I had a prison cat, an inmate cat. Like these inmates were raising it at the prison in Buena Vista. It was pretty cool. And so we got to keep some of the litter because some of our family worked at the prison. I'm like, uh-huh. You know what? I mean, these look cool and all. That is a lot of copper. Watch this. Yeah. There we go. Hmm. Oops. Oh, no. I still have a piece of. Ah, dang it. No. No. Oh. Man, okay. Whew. Let's go smelt this copper. So, anyways, the website, a navigation bar to go to the different projects, a YouTube section, a list of all the playlists, a description. I need to go back through my YouTube playlist, add descriptions to every video, and that's like going to be an ongoing project. I want to start with Dark Souls 3, because that's the easiest. Like, I just got to name the boss that I fight in each one, or the area that I clear, stuff like that. Um, let's go mining. I yearn for the mines. So. Anyways, also I wanted to add, my dad was a veteran, so he was a vet and a biker and a good dude. A drunk, but a good dude that you could trust. So, and he would handle business. He was a smaller guy though. I mean, so it was kind of like, he was a little more interesting. Like he learned to use his words a lot more. I've always been pretty average, so well, it's been nice because I could rely on size. Well, I mean, average, somewhat muscular. Worked out a lot as a kid. I don't do nearly as much now. Like my senior year in high school, I had weights and games classes, and that was it. I had a bunch of free periods because I was taking community college classes at night, so I didn't have those classes during the day. So that was at least like two or three, and then the rest, like six classes out of the eight or five or six classes, were weights and games. I started just not showing up near the end. I was like done with high school, but oh man, put a lot of stress on my gym teacher though. So that wasn't good. I was getting into some bad stuff at that point, so but that's hot. Actually, where are we at? What are we doing? Okay, about halfway. Hmm. I kind of want to do something like interesting. Like I feel like we've just been doing, and I haven't really been musing a lot. Like that. That's kind of like the point of these. So, well, all right. So let's talk about the website, the navigation bar. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, and I already have one. I could just copy it, change the text in each of the buttons. I got to change the anchor tags to be relevant to the headers or sections or the divs, which are the divisions of the code in the HTML file. I did link. Well, so I pretty much ported this website over from CodePen, where I have several different variations of it for different purposes. Like, I have one for AI, like way back before AI became so popular and mainstream, and like everybody and their mom knows about AI now, um, and uses it pretty regularly. And then there's hmm, Sorry, I just kind of went down a rabbit hole in my mind there. Uh, so there's one other thing too. Those same gents that I was talking about that looked after that gal that was sleeping on the couch. I did lie to them and say something's trying to be cool, which seemed a little stupid in hindsight. So I think I told them that. I don't know. They might think less of me because of that, and I would too. I'd be like, you know what? That was kind of messed up. So I had one buddy like get stop drinking and like find Jesus and all this, and which is fine. I applaud him if it makes him happy and if that puts him secure. Like I'm honestly not too sold that he doesn't exist myself now, and like the Bible and all that. Like, and even if it doesn't, like Trump and everybody are really making it look like they're trying to make it the end times. And I remember talking about this during Trump's first term. It was like people were saying, well, they want to make it like the Bible and make the rapture and Armageddon and all this, and just saw the president drop the F bomb on TV because he's like Iran and I hate it. Like I feel like that's since the ceasefire. Like Iran fired some rockets, but then after that it was like okay, we will see. Like they wanted to just get that last spat out, and then Israel I think had some bombers, and Trump was like send your bombers home, and I don't know what happened to that. It's ridiculous. So, how are we doing on? And then as far as the website, I'm trying to think of other things I can do. Like I can really incorporate pretty much. Well, I can already do links. That's like the laziest thing and easiest thing to do. But what I should do is put all of the files on my GitHub, so they're all localized there. Like yes, CodePen is a brilliant resource, and I will have links to that. However, I mean, I want to just have it all encompassing in the one program. And it's funny because I used to work for a company called that. But anyways, oops, oops. Yeah, they made copper interesting. It's about, I'm glad they did because copper wasn't all that great for a while there. I mean, it's still not like great, but you can build more cool stuff with it. Whereas before, you could do the copper blocks. You could do the telescope, but you needed amethyst crystals, and then I want to say that's about it. Like that's it. You could make blocks of copper, blocks of raw copper. You could make. Oh, then they have the other variations and the color change, which is really cool. The oxidization or oxidation. I don't know which one it is. I always get that wrong, but whichever one that is, ooga booga. So, and actually, it was funny. I brought some DVDs back to one of the mental hospitals to kind of donate, so other people who were taking a stay, would be able to watch some better movies. And I brought, oh, there's sandstone. I brought a bottle of hand sanitizer because this was in the height of COVID, and I showed them that and I explained to the front desk lady. And there's the security guard there. He was laughing too because one of the videos was Bad Boys, the new one with like the cartels and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure this guy would like it. And he's just laughing. I could tell, like, visibly, like, shaking up and down. He was laughing so hard. And then I turned back and I was like, and look, there's some hand sanitizer. So, ooga booga. It now doesn't have COVID. And, like, and he just kept laughing. And, like, like, I'm heavily medicated. And, like, and I came back, like, and I was safe to drive and everything. But I was, like, under, like, psychotropics. So it was, like, I mean, you kind of zonked out, kind of. But I was also, like, the great beast with those tranquilized, like slowly, like sedating and stuff. And I don't know, it was interesting. But just saying ooga booga and waving my hand over some stuff and saying now it doesn't have COVID. It's very intentional. I'm sorry. Actually, oh shoot. I hope I'm not gonna get dinged on this. Although that's gonna be interesting, and I wish that like robot eyes were more like standardized with YouTube videos because I did have that before. But anyways, we're not gonna talk about all that. But website. So a navigation bar, which I can basically just rip off from my other websites, and then let's really start transferring all the stuff. I have a random quote generator. I have a calculator that it works so. It's not finished. Like a lot of these projects aren't finished. I have a tic-tac-toe game that's pretty janky. You can play it in the impossible mode. Fills every space with the opposing. Like you can pick X's or O's. That's fine. It's using JavaScript, I believe. But it is janky, and I just read last night when I was fiddling with my website a little bit. which my GitHub actually looks kind of nice with like the contributions I've done. Just random projects and not a lot of contributions, but I mean, I guess with this website stuff, I have changed a lot of the files or like a lot of the text in the files. Whoops. So I also took out a bunch of commented out code because I don't know what I was thinking. I'm such a hoarder. Like maybe this will come in handy, even though I can look up things on W3 Schools like whenever I need help with literally anything. All you need to know to be a good programmer or web developer is, well, I mean, to be a good one, you need repetition and experience, but like to be a successful one, you just need to know what the keyword is to search on Google or Bing, whatever you want to do, or Opera. We won't judge. I guess there's this new like Arch browser, but honestly, I don't care. Google knows a lot about my stuff. They're probably freaked out by a lot of it, probably impressed by some of it, and or just completely unawares of most of it. That's like the most likely option. Is just they just don't know because they've got so much stuff going on. So, I'm hungry. I need to do some real dinner. I kind of did some, watching some Better Call Saul. Let's see, it's almost 10. Jeez. I am tired though. I didn't sleep much last night. I was so busy talking to gangbangers and saying, "Hey, we need to focus on not having youngsters rat. Like, let's debate prohibitionists. Let's fight the war on drugs and blah blah blah." And like, and I pretty much I named alcohol, meth, uh, opiates, and tobacco as the dangerous substances. Everything else, oh, see, look, I feel like there's potential for going down there, but I know better. And it doesn't even seem like it's worth it, but I have so much cobblestone, it's alright, actually. I've got chests upon chests upon chests of cobblestone back at the base. Whoa. That bothers me if it's that big of a dark space. And it's funny because I will forever leave these torches down here, and they are now part of the map. Like, just in the mines. Which is good, because then I can just run back down here, and I don't have to bring extra torches to go find my way. And I can go get diorite if I need, I can go get granite. I mean, I mean, coal, yeah, maybe. But everything else I make sure to mine, so there's no point in coming back for diamonds or redstone or lapis or gold, or especially iron. Um, yeah, and as far as the website, I would like to eventually make a hamburger menu where they can click that and then have the navigation bar. But, which actually maybe I could do that. It doesn't really matter what it looks like now. I mean, at least for now. Like this would be the first iteration, and then just kind of like make it absorb up into itself. Because as it is, it's going to be a nav bar. Oh, was that? Yeah. Lots of iron. Nice. On the music in this game is just so perfect. Just peaceful. Some weird stuff, but they've done a lot of additions to this. Like, all right. Oh, also talking to some other neurodivergent folks on the Facebooks. This one very beautiful lady that she loves animals. That's the one with the green hair I was starting to talk about the other day. I don't know how old she is. I want to say she's in her like mid to late 20s. So that's still kind of like creeper-ish for me. I'm almost like 40. Jeez, I'm getting old, so I gotta be careful. But she looks definitely older than like your basic college age. So it's like, oh, okay, you know. Because whereas like one time I was back on campus, I was all excited. I was like, "Ooh, I get to go see some college girls and everything," and it was weird because they looked like high school students. I was like, "Ah, this isn't exciting. Like, I feel dirty now." I was like, "Ah, no giggity. Gotta bag it up. Gotta not bag it up. Well, I guess bag it up as in like pack it up and leave. No giggity. Gotta pack it up." Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Because, like I said, I might work with my music buddy, help get him famous. No giggity. Gotta pack it up. Make it into a Scratch project and then have that immortalized. That's the other thing too, like link all the Scratch projects. But those have to be made for kids, or at least made with the expectation that they will be seen by kids. So It is a very kid program tool on MIT, or that's from MIT and from Boston, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, I believe is what it is. I don't know. I've never been out that way. I feel like it's very Irish, and from movies I've seen, it's I feel like I would get along with a lot of the people from Boston, but I'd probably upset a few of them by saying stuff like that, and I'd be like, "All right, sorry, I'm kind of an idiot sometimes." They'll be like, "Ah, no worries, we are too," and then like, we would bond over it. It would be great. So, actually, wait, what am I doing? As I say that, I don't need this. Like, boom. Oh no. Hmm. There we go. Flint can make it. You can make it into arrows. Oh, well, that's a lot of cobblestone too. Oh, I think I really do go faster. I can't prove it though. Like, I'm not patient enough to prove it because that would require me to put torches equidistant apart, counting spots. Look at the mini map. We were way over there. Like, if that was our fingers doing a chef's kiss, like making that heart, which yeah, Loveland and all that. That's fitting. And the Lake Loveland. Oh, and it's also really cool that there's grass now. If you look at that island, let's actually stop. That island in the heart-shaped lake has grass. That's the memorial island for all those of my family and friends that have passed. Not all. It's not an extensive list. I gotta keep adding people. Like, it's somewhat depressing a little bit. But I mean, their go around ended shorter than it probably should have. A lot of them. I mean, there's some that's like grandparents and whatnot that I haven't made houses for yet, and I need to. Like that should be like my ancestor thing. In fact, that's what I should be doing. Let's go do that. We'll go drop off all this stuff to smelt. And we'll go start my grandparents' cabins. I never knew my grandpas. They were both dead before I was like, well, one I had like a step grandpa. The other one, nah. And then the real one, nah. The one that was in World War II, old Sill. I got a picture of him, and that's about it. So, he was a good dude, though. It looks like it. I mean, he was, I want to say lieutenant? I have it, and I remembered it, and it's on my computer. I could go take a look, but um, my dad was an SP4 in the Army, and my grandpa was a lieutenant, I want to say. There we go. Go put all the cobblestone. Trying to think of what I need, though. Like building material wise. I wonder if it's all over there. What kind of wood I use. Let's do this. Hmm. Go to the armory. Oh man, it's back to being hot again. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that after this episode. I'm gonna go work on the website a little bit, eat some food. I see a lot of arrows. There we go. It's like a whole police force in there in riot gear with tons of large apples. Yep. Lots of diamond in there. Swords. I could arm a small village. Or a large one. We've got this going on. Alright. To the memorial village of the ghost town. The floating island of Loveland Lake. Or Lake Loveland. Oh, it's snowing. Oh. Yes. Keep snowing. feel like I should AFK here. Oh, that's almost... Well, we'll just go take a look at it. We haven't gone to this island. This is exciting because, yeah, I want to harvest all the snow that I can. Continue to expand. Like, if you see on the map, there's a big green patch right in the middle of all the snowy mountains, and I want to convert that to all snow. And then maybe make ski runs. That would be interesting. Mm. All right. I was arguing with this guy online about this guy, my buddy Chad, who passed away from drunk driving when he was 18. I was going to put stuff in here. He's got a bed. Oh, I forgot about this. Nice. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Chad would approve of this view. That's like my Lord of the Rings, like in the mountain thing. I want to cover all of that with snow. So, anyways, that's Chad's house, my buddy Brett's. I played football with both of these guys, and both of them passed away way too young. Brett survived a little longer, not much. I was supposed to go to a Cottonmouth Kings show with him, and he didn't actually make it. He bailed. All right, did I not put a ladder in this one yet? Oh, I can't do Dooza like that. Let's see. And no chest. Well, I got to work on all of these. So I got Chad, Brett. Oh yeah, Greg. This one was the most recent. This one hit hard because I thought he was going to be involved in the hippie farms. He was very excited to do it. There's his bed. There's like a observational way, which a beautiful view. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, he would approve of that. I'm sure. Oh, there's like ooh neon, like the coral and stuff. And then these next three, which I haven't even started the third one, maybe a little bit. We've got Dwight, my buddy's dad. Also one of the more recent ones. Vic, my my co-parents. And then this one, Jeff. Wait, where's my dad? Maybe I was thinking about combining two of them. I mean, ultimately, though, I have no offense to everybody else. I'm probably gonna build his house the biggest. Like Greg's is pretty massive, and so is Dwight and Vic's. For now, I think that's what I figured. Did I put 2 beds in here? Oh, and this is snowing. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go AFK with things. So, anyways, that's the memorial village for now. I'll continue building on it. I think these are all oak too, so that's why I have all these trees growing. I need to figure out where that thing is. I see it. Oh, now it's shrinking. Okay. That might have been... Huh. It looks like it's deteriorating. There we go. Yeah, I've definitely seen a few. Okay. And there's this one. Oh. All right, actually, you know what? Let's do the outro. Let's do it proper. All right. Oh, you can see my headphones running this direction. The DJ skeleton. Ah! Oh man, it looks so cool. It's like a bunch of copper pennies and coins and stuff, but it's like gravel in the sun. It almost looks like gold. Oh, look at all that. Oh, you can't see anything this way. Oh, and then here's the coral area. There's all the sea pickles or sea cucumbers. So, anyways, Well, we'll do the elevator and then we'll call it. And I started spreading all these cherry blossoms. That definitely none of that was there before. I just started. I mean, there were some on the other side of the hill, and I just kind of brought it over. But we're gonna go into this elevator. Does it swim faster, maybe? This is pretty cool. Whee! Oh, look at that. Whee! Oh. Oh. There we go. Ah! Alright, ta-ta for now. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, that was fun.